Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3. Technically not Kingdom Hearts 3, but you know what, whatever, I've already explained this in a previous part. In any case, this is the menu. Also exploring a rather unique thing to, this little 2.8 deal emotron. Yes, because we're playing as Aqua alone in this little prologue section, we also get to play pretty dress up with our female character. Whoopee, we don't really have anything at the moment, so I mean, all we can really do is just sort of change the aesthetics and just add a few bits and pieces here, like cat ears, dealy boppers, a bow, and the color of Aqua's little, well, they're not tassels, what would that be? It's not really a skirt, it's more like a, I don't know. I don't really know what to call it, but basically, you get to play pretty dress up, and it's one of the few mechanics that wasn't really carried over into Kingdom Hearts 3 good and proper, so yeah, a bit unusual, but whatever.
The road collapsed when the clock advanced. If only I made it in time. But there's no time in this place, only the clock. I knew it.
And this brings us into one of the more unique elements of, well, Aqua's little prologue here. Given the fact that this is very much just a linear sort of, well, structure really, akin to the whole Twilight Town prologue, yes indeedy, it's here where we get to, well, really sort of experience a bit more of a structured level design where we have to make our way through, and go through, well, I wouldn't really call this a dungeon, but, go through a level, we have puzzles to solve related to all sorts of bizarre things. Again, in keeping with the whole Cinderella, who's very smelly mythos. Again, we gotta get the clock back to midnight. And, of course, that will restore time as we turn back time. But in any case, much like the cutscene showed us, yeah, find the gears, restore the bridge, and, that'll pretty much be one of our 3, technically 4 segments that we have in Aqua's prologue. A lot of which based on the first 3 worlds of Birth by Sleep, if you'll remember. Again, we had, Cinderella, then we had Snow White, and then, of course, Sleeping Beauty. I think meant to be in the order that Aqua tackled them in her story, but don't quote me on that. In any case, though, the game pretty much just, takes the leash off and we get to explore the castle town here. Something that we didn't really get to see much of in, Birth by Sleep itself, but, nevertheless. Yeah. Speaking of Birth by Sleep, though, there is, a few bits of housekeeping that I do have to sort of talk about as we make our lengthy commute to get these gears. In the meantime is really in terms of what this little prologue section started out as. Now, if you remember the tail end of the Birth by Sleep commentary, like you should, which, again, fittingly was titled A Fragmentary Passage, which explored Aqua's time in the Dark World, as you're seeing right here. Yeah, that was initially meant to be a teaser for a game called, Birth by Sleep 0.2, A Fragmentary Passage, which, again, was intended to be a teaser for a fully fledged, handheld game on the PlayStation Vita. I think I might have mentioned this in the commentary itself, but, no, whatever, it's been a fair while since I last seen that one. But yeah, part of the reason why that never came to fruition and ended up being condensed into the prologue we see it here is because, well, yeah, audiences were basically sick of Nomura's shit, wanted Kingdom Hearts 3, and so, here we go. It eventually became the prologue. But of course, when fears of, having a similar Roxas as a garbage character reaction, although, honestly, I thought Aqua was better received than that, yeah, it ended up as its own little prologue for the, you know, Dream Drop Distance HD collection, and, yeah, included as a nice little bonus present with, well, what was basically meant to be an intro movie to Union Cross, which, is there to set up our incumbent story arc. But yeah, in the meantime, though, and to kind of get back into the brass tacks of what sort of gameplay we're talking about here, yeah, just a little hub area to explore, and in terms of what you're going to be doing, apart from just finding the specific gears, you know, battling Heartless, finding treasure chests and all that kind of stuff, yeah, because of the fact that this is a very short, snacky, prologue section, you do have small little challenges that you can complete, tying in fittingly with, you know, a lot of the tertiary aesthetics that you can play pretty dress-up with Aqua. Again, you can basically complete these small little objectives like, you know, for example, get to the highest point of Castletown, defeat X amount of Heartless, do a trick, smoke a joint, I don't know, do some drugs, smoke a jubie. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Another part of the reason why you do want to collect these gears in and of themselves as you progress throughout the game is that Aqua will gradually regain some lost skills. Like now, she has the double jump. So yeah, why exactly she needed to remember that, I'm not really too sure. I mean, you would have thought that the Realm of Darkness would have kept her skills sharp, as they have, because, yeah, I mean, kind of in a similar vein to, like, one of the flashbacks in Final Fantasy VII where Sephiroth is, you know, level 50, while Cloud is a lowly 0. Yeah, Aqua is very high-leveled in the game. You do have a lot of high-level magic right off the bat. That's gonna be quite noticeable as we get to Sora, where I don't want to say that I was so used to playing as Aqua here that my skills sort of abandoned me when I went back to playing as Sora good and proper, but, yeah, let's just say that a Dream Drop Distance left a lovable little boy kind of, well, sapped of his powers. All of Sora's moves, they are gone! But nevertheless, though, we do still have, you know, some of the basic magics to really take care of, and, yeah, comparatively to how Sora plays, again, you're not going to be seeing this for a while, mind you, but, yeah, there are a few Birth by Sleep elements that Aqua has exclusively to her person, but likewise, Sora has a few exclusive elements to his own person, so, yeah. It all kind of balances out. I mean, Aqua can't really do any of the cool flow motion stuff that Sora could do, but likewise, Sora also doesn't get, like, the whole shot lock, repeated blast Shugami do, and nor does he get, like, the cool barrier attacks or anything else, so, yeah, just, kind of leaves you wanting, really. In any case, though, yeah, all in all, not really too bad. But yeah, to kind of describe what I am going to be doing, what I'm not going to be doing, I'm mainly going to be sticking to the straight and narrow, although I will show off, 2 instances of, you know, going off the beaten path and, you know, trying to tackle, well, I wouldn't really call them secret missions, but, some of the optional challenges, you do admittedly need to sort of go out of your way to do, but, yeah, they're just little things that, again, if you know what to look out for, you know, you can get them done in no time flat, and, that's pretty much all she wrote. But yeah, as you're also seeing with some of the improvements to the magical mechanics in the game, yeah, now your Blizzard Blasts actually home in on enemies, similar to Fire, which is quite good. Although, I mean, really, if you want your instant lock-on, no questions asked, bada bing, you do the thing, action, then, you know, you're pretty much going for Thunder Magic. Or in Aqua's case, Thundaga! But anyway, mysterious. And yes, we also have characters saying things to lead you in the right direction. That doesn't stop the pacing of the gameplay. You might not have noticed to be a brain dead. Off we go. Shot lock away, and we get Prism Rain, which was... did we unlock that in Birth by Sleep? I can't remember. I think it might have been one of the more powerful shot locks, but yeah. To kind of talk about Keyblades in and of themselves, again, since, you know, Aqua's Rainfall Keyblade is back in the Realm of Light, as we saw in Kingdom Hearts 2, you know, when Xemnas paid a visit towards it, yeah. The only Keyblade Aqua has to a person, you know, there are no other unlockables, is, well, I mean, she should technically have, like, some of the other Keyblades that she unlocked in Birth by Sleep, but yeah, the only one you can use in the Realm of Darkness is the Master's Defender, Eriquis' Keyblade, so, yeah, that's pretty much all she has to her person. Can't change out towards any others, or, yeah. No real difference in stats. It is only Sora that gets to play with the different Keyblades, evidently. But in any case, so, what Sora gets to play with when he gets Keyblades is, something I'll save for later. Because I do need to keep butts in seats, as they say. And yes, we're nearly done collecting all these gears. watching them turn inside my head. Too slow. There we go. Probably would have been a bit overkill to use the shotlock all over that Heartless, but I'll allow it. After all, overkill is underrated, my friend. And yes, I don't remember if this is where I tried to get to the top. Or maybe if I already got it. I don't really remember, but again, that's just an example of some of the shorter objectives here. And again, kind of similar to Kingdom Hearts 2, I am going to try and, you know, do my best to sort of well, I think all the Kingdom Hearts games, really, where I try my best to sort of varietize the combat, what moves I use, what moves I don't use, and, yeah, just try to not just stick to my usual favorites for dominant strategy. So don't worry, I mean, again, like, you will be seeing, like, you know, a decent breadth and scope of the game's combat system. It's, again, just a matter of just trying to catch myself. I'm not just trying to go for, you know, my usual favorites and just sort of stick with that to make the game feel more robust than it actually is. Because, again, Kingdom Hearts, you know, much as a lot of people would say it's just button mash to win. Again, like, I mean, if you want to really customize your playstyle, again, it's up to your ingenuity and what abilities you want to use to really make the most out of them. And that's, again, finding depth within simplicity. As we stare at treasured memories. The land, it is restored. But nevertheless, I mean, again, as I was saying beforehand, even if we didn't have this world's time manipulation gimmick, yeah, it does bring you back to mind as what the Realm of Darkness actually is like. In essence, it's ostensibly, well, yeah, everything is consumed and it basically returns to the darkness whence it came. Again, I mean, as Aqua was lamenting beforehand, all the people have died. It's likely that we're fighting what's left of them right now, as hearts consumed by darkness, so yeah. Everything's consumed by what's essentially this malignant dark force, and yeah, all the people have been turned into monsters. Isn't that just adorable? The only thing that can free them is the Keyblade, so of course, Aqua is releasing their hearts back to the Great Kingdom Hearts. I mean, assuming their hearts aren't also captured by other Heartless in this realm, so yeah, who knows really. It's very grim stuff, Kingdom Hearts. And of course we have Spellweaver. I believe you can get me through the night. And yeah, this is basically that's all, folks. Wow, that's kind of meta when I think about it, because Warner Brothers and Disney, who one will eventually buy out the other, or so I fathom. In any case, so yeah, form changes. That's also similar to what you had in Birth by Sleep with the battle situation command, where again, you beat up enough enemies, you eventually work up your way up the command ladder, and Squadala, you eventually get Spellweaver, because I believe it can get me through the night. And I believe it should be just up here, unless I go somewhere else. Yeah, you might think you can actually go into that little area over there, but sadly, no. It was not meant to be. And because of the fact that I don't know, this was more my curiosity than me just desperately trying to complete the mission, but yeah, this is just desperately jumping around here, just trying to get over there, and then I eventually figure out get to the highest point of the thing, and then just sort of enjoy staring into space. And I mean, I will say, like, I mean, the Realm of Darkness is a very beautiful looking place. Probably not a nice place to live, but I mean, you know, you'll lose what's ostensibly, you know, your sense of self, your essence, your soul, so to speak, but, I mean, it's pretty to look at, so the Heartless at least have that going for them. There we go. And we made it. Wowzers. What a great view! Almost makes you forget that everybody is suffering in this place and that Aqua's been alone here for 10 stinking years. I mean, honestly, the fact that the woman hasn't gone completely is a fucking godsend, although, then again, as you're gonna start to be seeing, there are cracks in her heart that the darkness will take advantage of, and, yeah, doesn't necessarily say good things about our beloved, well, big sister figure, as we can see here. By the way, there is actually a cool, unique thing that you saw a little bit over there with the Blizzard ability, but Oh well, I guess we'll have to see it a little bit later, because now we have, a bit of an overplayed gimmick in Kingdom Hearts 3, but something that I'm sure the developers were just so proud of that they just had to show it off every single time. Both in this game, and, well, this game, this prologue, this life, and Kingdom Hearts 3 in and of itself. Deary me, you're going to get sick of this, you know, little heartless tornado, but it does sort of go to show that, yeah, in the Realm of Darkness, you know, this is heartless territory, motherfucker! And, yeah, needless to say, they're going to be a lot stronger in this realm than they are in the Realm of Light. And in turn, well, yeah, their techniques, they can sort of combine together. I mean, to kind of go back to a bit of a weird tangent, it actually kind of reminds me of, you know, towards the tail end of the Matrix Revolutions, where the battle on Zion happened and you had all those sentinels just sort of combining together. Yeah, and that was pretty much breaking through Zion's defenses. I don't know if that might have been a specific point of inspiration. I mean, again, you did have a few Matrixy style influences in, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 with whole sort of datascape kind of thing, but, yeah, it's, kind of interesting, really, but, could have been a point of inspiration. Although, I mean, then again, Warner Brothers, so, would that kind of been a conflict of interest to Disney? Oh, well, whatever. Disney will soon own everything anyway. Perhaps they are our lords and masters after all. Come on, Spell Weaver. We need you to get us through the night. Oh no, wait, that was Blizzarza? Yeah, again, another thing to point out with, you know, if you utilize some of the, you know, the battle change abilities is that, yeah, again, if you're using a specific magical ability, you can actually use that to get the next tier of, you know, Blizzard abilities. So again, if you have Blizzaga, that eventually upgrades to Blizzarja, or Blizzaza, whatever the next form change is called. Either way, it gives you more powerful magic to use, and that's pretty freaking sweet. But in any case, we have a cutscene coming up, so on that note, I'm Solidus-Skully, keep it metal, and I'll see you next time for more Kingdom Hearts 3 action. Bye-bye.
Not even memories are safe from the darkness. What I wouldn't give to really turn back time. To spend one more night beneath the stars, with my best friends. I'm doing it again.
Aqua.
It can't be. What are you doing here? You should be in the realm of light. Oh no. Did you not make it out? Don't tell me. Has the realm of light... Why won't you say anything to me? So what are you? A memory among these shadows? Are you here to try and tell me not to lose heart? The world keeps our thoughts alive. But where do the people who lived here go? Once the world was taken away. At least they're not here, so they haven't fallen to darkness. I'll take what solace I can from that.